Rich and wealthy people are known to sport simple, yet classic and quality items. Even some of the famous billionaires are seldom seen overdressed. They love to keep their style effortless but expensive. Watches are something that people like to wear to level up their fashion. Speaking of expensive, in today's video, I, your luxury warrior, will talk about the most expensive luxury watch brands. Will your favorite brand make it to our list? Let us go and find out. The first brand is Patek Philippe. Ever since it was founded in 1851, it was well received by the people because of its exceptional watches. They made a mark in the industry for their unique pieces that are classic yet functional. This brand is actually at the top if you look at how elegant its watches are. Some of the most recognizable features that Patek Philippe had incorporated in their watches are star charts, moon phase, and perpetual calendars. These complications and technological methods will make your purchase worthwhile, and I'm telling you that the watches under this brand comes with a heavy price tag. A lot of notable personalities were already seen wearing their own Patek Philippe, including Prince Albert, Christian IX of Denmark, and Queen Victoria. These historical figures surely made this brand an essential to a royalty's wardrobe. It has been in the industry for a long time, but they made sure that the brand upholds its reputation. Patek Philippe's watches ranges from $15,000 up to $1 million or more. In 2014, the most expensive Patek Philippe watch was sold for an astounding amount of $24 million. Do you have any idea what this watch is? Well, it is Henry Grave Jr.'s Super Complication watch. This brand is not exclusively for the royalty, as it also attracts other famous celebrities such as John Mayer, Nicolas Sarkozy, Ellen DeGeneres, and of course, Robert Downey Jr., who is also a watch enthusiast. Well, if you're not born in a royal family, you might as well feel like you're one of them through these timepieces. Up next is Omega. I want to tell you the two reasons that established this luxury watch brand. First is that since 1932, Omega has been keeping the time in the Olympic Games. Another reason is that this brand was with the astronauts that landed on the moon in 1969. These two instances helped Omega rise to fame. Well, if you're a Bond fanatic, then this brand does not need any introduction, as it was seen in various James Bond films already. To give you another interesting fact, the Seamaster Planet Ocean watch that Daniel Craig wore in Casino Royale was sold at an auction for more than $250,000. Just like Patek Philippe, Omega is also designed with class, and therefore there are royalties, celebrities, and notable figures that sport this brand, including John F. Kennedy, Prince William, Steve Carell, George Clooney, and Elvis Presley. Watches under this brand come in a large array of function and style. That being said, Omega still made sure that despite having a huge collection of watches, it will still be as luxurious as can be. Some brands play it safe by sticking to their own unique style, but that is not the case with Omega, yet they still manage to stay on the game. In 1917, Britain's Royal Flying Corps chose Omega watches as the official timekeeper for combat units. It was followed by the American Army in 1918. Omega watches range from $1,000 to $700,000. Moving on, we have Breitling. This brand has also been in the industry ever since 1884, and the brand's inspiration for its watches is aviation. This shows in the designs of the watches and in the links that make sure every watch will function anywhere. Breitling made its mark for creating high-performance watches like their aviator watches and dive watches. Its watches are reliable even in changing environmental conditions. That is why astronauts and firefighters desire to own one of Breitling's timepieces. Every watch that Breitling creates is fitted with a certified chronograph. Most of the watches are also equipped with automatic winding mechanisms and transmitters in Breitling's emergency watches. Two British pilots crashed their helicopter in Antarctica in 2003, and they were rescued thanks to the transmitter that they set up. Even though the watches can withstand different situations, the brand did not just focus on its functionality, but they made sure that the design stays classy. Some of the popular people that were seen sporting this brand are David Beckham and John Travolta. The price of Breitling watches can range from $3,000 to $280,000. Next up, we have Rolex. Of course, this brand made it to this list. Rolex is undeniably one of the most famous luxury watch brands in the world, if not the most famous. Even though lots of people are able to get their hands on one of their watches, Rolex still kept its status as luxurious. Just like Omega, Rolex also played with style and design for their watches. For sure, they're not afraid that people will one day turn away from their brand. Compared to other watches in the market, this brand holds their value and even has a high resale value. It is literally an investment. Even though they are recognized by almost everyone, Rolex still chose to make their watches by hand. Their success is comparable to luxury cars. Everyone knows the brand, but not everyone is capable of owning one. Unlike the other brands that I've mentioned earlier, Rolex is a British brand, not a Swiss brand. They clearly make sure that the British origins show in their timepieces. This brand is also acknowledged for making more than 2,000 watches every single day. And remember that all of their watches are made by hand. Some of the famous people that wore this brand are Orlando Bloom, David Beckham, Kanye West, Mark Wahlberg, and Justin Timberlake. The price range of this marvelous brand ranges from $5,000 to $650,000. In 2017, they sold their most expensive piece for $5 million. And up next, we have another British brand, Bremont. This is kind of new to the market compared to the other brands on our list, as this was just founded in 2002. It is really surprising that a young brand like this can compete with such established brands. This brand actually specializes in making pilot watches accompanied with top-of-the-line functionality and style. Famous people that were seen wearing Bremont are Bear Grylls, Tom Cruise, and Gordon Ramsay. This brand was also inspired by aviation, and it clearly shows in the watches. Despite having an aircraft theme, their models are also mechanically focused. And now we have the last brand for this video, that is Audemars Piguet. This brand was founded by Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Piguet. Bulgari and Tiffany & Company even used the brand's movement in creating their own watch mechanics. Audemars Piguet is famous for making the first steel luxury sports watch. They called it the Royal Oak in 1972. That is why in 1993 this brand created the first oversized watch that they named the Royal Oak Offshore. The brand has been a pioneer in the market, and they continuously set the trends. Having been founded in 1875, this brand is one of the world's oldest watch manufacturers. Their designs show that they are in the business for a long time, as their pieces are consistently classy and elegant. I bet that lots of the modern watch brands wish to last in the market for as long as this brand. And that is it for today's video. What brand of watch do you currently own? And if given a chance, which of these brands among our list will be your next purchase? Comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to click, subscribe, and hit that like button. And as always, prepare to suit up for more of our exciting videos.